Open your mind's door to JSNP4. Open your mind's door to JSNP4. American dream, relocated to Tennessee. Now he's on 10 acres, GMO free. Planting info seeds in the minds of the sheep.
Well, the first real story that I've heard yesterday, that there are now somebody, trying to fake Silver Eagles, American Silver Eagle coins, like the U.S. Mint makes, and selling them on eBay. Now, you're probably like, well, dang, Joe, JSNP4 man, don't you always advocate to buy the Silver Eagles and not even the other regular coins? And the answer is yes, I do. Reason being, the U.S. Mint creates the Silver Eagles. No other entity in the world does that, whereas the other coins, like just a, no name, so to speak, coin, and, it would sure be a lot easier to fake. But the Silver Eagle is a lot harder to fake. It's more pristine, it's more sharp looking. You can tell it's got some, a very serious die cast that damn coin. So you're probably like, well, then why are there fakes on eBay all of a sudden? And the probable reason is because the Silver Eagle is the most sold coin compared to the regular old coins that are out there. But you got to keep in mind, why are you or anybody, hopefully not you, buying coins on eBay? Sure, I know you could go and sell them at any time. You could sell coins on eBay. But I don't know that I'd feel comfortable buying them when there's places like AppMex, Monex, JM Bullion, Gainesville Coins, larger companies that when they buy them, they are getting them direct from the U.S. Mint. There is like zero chance that you're going to go to those places and buy a fake Silver Eagle coin. If they were doing that and got caught even one time, buying from the mint or claiming to buy from the mint and then selling, fake Silver Eagles, getting them from, eBay or wherever, they'd be out of business. I mean, not only that, it'd be a felony. I mean, making, I don't even know if that would be like counterfeiting technically, because I mean, it's not, technically the Silver Eagles aren't money, but they still do have a face value of what, $2 or so, or $1, or whatever it is, face value. So, regardless, they'd be in trouble. There'd be probably a felony one way or the other. It wouldn't be worth the business doing that for a freaking, today's price anyways, $27, $28 coin. It'd be stupid to do that. But some outfit, let's say out of China or whatever, doing it in mass and then dumping them on eBay to sell them, well, that's a different story. It may make more sense for them. But if you're buying from legitimate dealers, legitimate companies, which is the ones I always advocate you buy from, and most recently I've been telling everyone, man, go to JM Bullion. They've got really good pricing. It's a legitimate company. I already got a 20 stack from them. I already, at the time anyways, when I first talked about them, it was solid, it was beautiful, it was untouched, brand new Silver Eagles, etc. I verified it and then I recommended them. So if you're doing that, you have nothing to worry about. We've already found tungsten filled gold coins in little bars or whatever. So that's where you're probably gonna see most of the fraud committed, is in gold. Because if you take a gold coin this big, that's worth, $1,600. You take a Silver Eagle that's the same size basically, 1 ounce, that's worth, $30, $28. Why would you waste your time doing that when you could do it for the gold one, fill it with tungsten, and make a lot more money doing it that way? But again, these criminals out of China, these sweatshops, whether it's India, China, wherever this is originating from, they ain't got nothing but time. And if they can make, a fake Silver Eagle for, let's say, total cost is $2 for them, and they make this $2 coin, and they're making, shipping and all, they're making 30 bucks a coin, because it's always the $2-3 above spot price fee you're gonna pay. Let's just call it $30 right now. It only cost them $2. Well, they just made a $28 profit. It's a lot easier to fake than the gold coin. It costs less to fake than the gold coin. It would be worthwhile, again, for some of these people to do that. but you're buying on freaking eBay. That's like, you know, buying on Craigslist. Sure, it can be done, but you better have that coin. You better be able to touch that coin before you hand that money over. Listen to it, feel it, tap a couple together. If that thing's got crap in the inside, it ain't gonna sound the same as a regular Silver Eagle, or just silver, period. You can take the 1964 and prior year dimes and quarters, change, that are 90% silver, which all of them are at those years, and tap them together and clink clink, and it has a different sound to it. And by the way, that's what money is supposed to sound like, not this fake metal crap made of, you know, nickel and alloy crap in there, you know, quarters and dimes. So you can clink a couple together and tell, oh, okay, this is solid. You can put the magnet test on it, get a magnet. It should never stick to silver. Now, I did have extremely powerful, massive, large neodymium, you know, world's most powerful magnet. I've got a few of these big suckers that I did run across some silver coins, and it just barely, you can almost not even tell that it's wanting to stick. So close to just barely. On a magnet that freaking powerful, that's normal. Any normal whatever magnet's not even going to do that. You won't even know. Again, but with what these fake Silver Eagles were, was not even a metal alloy, I believe, in the insides. I forgot what they said it was, but I don't think it would have stuck anyways. But you've already paid for it. They've already took the money and ran, and now you get a shipment in the mail, and you're touching them and feeling them and saying, hey, doesn't quite feel, doesn't sound right, man, something's wrong here. Instantly knowing there's a problem, and maybe you decide to drill into it. I guess that's what they did, to say, hey, this doesn't feel right. Maybe they're counting on a bunch of jabronis, a bunch of bozos who never bought Silver Eagles or silver, so they would never know to say, well, man, this doesn't feel right. Hey, whatever. Or maybe they even weighed them and it didn't weigh what they're supposed to weigh, which should be around 31, 32 grams, roughly. And it actually can fluctuate 2 to 3 grams at a time when you're measuring silver coins. I've done it, just so you know. They can fluctuate 2 to 3 grams normally. So you might get one that's 33 grams, you might get one that's 30 grams, 31 grams, you know. It's pretty common, it happens. But it's too late. You know, a day late and a dollar short. So buy from reputable sources. I only talked in my time here of doing this with the, you know, telling people about silver. I've only told you, go to Amex, go to Monex, now go to JM Metals, because you could buy it, great prices. I think they even took personal checks. You can even lock it in as if you're paying cash with a personal check, which was great. You can lock in the price, that kind of thing. So you will never have to worry about that. And not to mention, had you been buying freaking silver since I've been blabbing my mouth for the last 3 years now, there wasn't any stories of fake silver, basically. This is the first real one that it's like, oh no. Buy from reputable sources, you have nothing to worry about. This is common. Anything that people start getting into in mass, like, hey, this is a new thing, get into it. There's always fraud, there's always something coming. It's just a part of it. So you have to just do things like you would do anything. You gotta be smart. How many times have you heard somebody or known somebody, oh, I just went and I had something for sale on Craigslist, and they came and gave me the money, it was nighttime, and they rode off on my motorcycle, they paid me the cash, and then once I kind of got back in the house, I was looking at the cash and feeling it, and something didn't feel right, and man, it was it's fake money, counterfeit money. And now my motorcycle's gone, they're gone, they left, who knows who they were. I didn't get, you didn't get a copy of their ID or driver's license, so they're long gone, etc. They've been calling you from a payphone so that you can't trace it. You gotta do things smart. This is no different. So buy from a reputable dealer, plain and simple. That's all. That's not rocket science. Buy from a reputable dealer. Again, Amex, Monex, Gainesville Coins, and my new favorite, JM Bullion. Price-wise, service-wise, shipping, been very happy with those guys. Monex usually is the more expensive side. So every now and then it seemed like they would be competitive, but the last times I was checking there, a little on the competitive side. So, not to mention, I got a call from someone over at Monex not that long ago. Hey, I want to touch base with you, Joe. I know you're one of our customers and you bought from us in the past, and we got this new program, and want to tell you about it. You think you ought to get into it, and what do you mean new program? Like, don't you guys just sell bullion? You know? Well, yeah, but we've got a thing now where basically they're gonna leverage your account to where you can put some money in a fund, and as the price goes up or whatever, it's leveraged. So it's as if you purchased more silver than you really purchased from them, but you're never gonna get it. It's gonna be stored over at their place, and it's not leveraged as bad as like 10 to 1 or whatever, but I don't think it was leveraged something. And I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are selling a leverage, this is basically like a paper, like a, you know, futures contract, but not really a futures contract. He's like, yeah, exactly. I said, but what happens if the price crashes? You probably get still what you would call a margin call, so to speak. Yeah, that could happen as if it crashed enough, but we're not as leveraged as much as the, you know, the COMEX, you know, 10 to 1. So it'd take a lot of a movement for that to happen, where you'd have to put more money in the account. But if it does go up, you're leveraged that same way, and you know, you can pull in a little more profit that way too. But you can never like get the silver, I guess. No, it's just a new thing where I said, you gotta understand something. Every customer I've ever sent you in the past, including myself and my friend at work, and I do YouTube videos, I advocate nothing but physical silver. I will never, ever, ever in my life tell anybody, go and play the paper game, or even what you guys are offering right now, this new thing, because it's not leveraged as much, and they don't get the whole, yeah, but we've got our own warehouses, we've got the most secure I said, let me tell you a little rule of thumb that I abide by, and a lot of people abide by. And people have always been burned in the past when they don't abide by this rule. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, yeah. I said, so I appreciate the call, but there's no chance I will ever get into this, or even advise any of my followers on YouTube, my subscribers, to do the same. So to be quite honest, I'm not gonna advocate anyone buying from Onyx anymore because of that alone. The fact that they're doing that, I do not like it. Sell what you do. Do what you've been doing. Sell the damn silver and gold, physical, delivery, etc. Don't play this crap, this leverage games. I can't believe it. Of all places, Monex. Whatever. To each their own. Take care.